Sigmund Freud is an Austrian neurologist and the founder of psychoanalysis. When we say psychoanalysis, it is a clinical method of treating psychopathology. And for today's video, we're going to talk about the Freud psychoanalytic theory. So without further ado, let's start! Based on his theory, there are 5 psychosexual stages, and we're going to talk about it one by one. Let's start with the first stage, which is the oral stage, from birth to 18 months. The erogenous zone in this stage is the mouth, so child is focused on oral pleasures, just like sucking. And when there's too much or too little satisfaction during this stage, it can lead to oral fixation or oral personality, which are the oral receptive and the oral aggressive. When we say oral receptive, this is a stronger tendency to smoke, drink alcohol, or overeat. While the oral aggressive, this is a tendency to bite his or her nails, use curse words, or even gossips. And let's move on to the second stage, which is the anal stage, from 18 months to 3 years old. The pleasure area of this stage is the anus, so child is focused on eliminating his or her feces, and the fixations are the anal retentive and the anal expulsive, which anal retentive is the obsession with cleanliness, perception, and control, while anal expulsive is the person may become messy or disorganized. The third stage is the phallic stage, which from 3 to 6 years. The erogenous zone in this stage is the genitals. Children develop an incestuous desire for the opposite sex parent. The fixations are the Oedipus and Electra complex, which Oedipus complex, boys develop unconscious sexual desire for their mother, and Electra complex, girls develop unconscious sexual desire for their father. The latency stage, from 6 to puberty. The child's focus is the acquisition of physical and academic skills. The last one is the genital stage, puberty onward. This is the start of the puberty when sexual urges once again awakened. Id, ego, and superego are Freud's personality components. Id operates on pleasure principle, ego operates on using reality principle, and superego embodies a person's moral aspect. There are also defense mechanisms developed by Anna Freud in 1936. Identification with the aggressor. The victim adopting the behavior of the person is more powerful and hostile towards them. An example for this is an abusive relationship. Repression, unconscious defense. Example, being bitten by a spider as a child and develops a phobia of spider in life. Projection. Example for projection is that you hate someone and your superego tells you that so much hatred is unacceptable. Displacement. Example, your boss scolded you and you go home and beat up a family member just to release your anger. Sublimation. This is more likely a displacement, but we manage to set aside our unacceptable emotions. Denial. Our refusal to accept reality. Regression. Your ego reverts to an earlier stage of development. Rationalization involves cognitive distortion of the fact. Example, explaining a natural disaster as God's will. Reaction formation goes beyond denial and behaves in the opposite way. Example, a boy bullies a girl because the boy likes the girl.